All right, if you missed Tuesday night's Race Chat Live, you missed Chris, Taz, and Miss Lee talking about Ross Complained. Check it out.
Yeah, because once again we're at this crevices where every news channel that you find with NASCAR on it, everybody's complaining about Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is the new Kyle Busch. And we've seen that effect for years. Anytime Kyle Busch did anything, all it was Kyle Busch, 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 Kyle Busch. Well, somehow or another, that's been erased, and we are now in the Ross Chastain complain era. And it's really, in a way, it's made some people turn the TV off. I really do. I feel like it's a little bit too much, especially when when they're calling the bully that's bullying the basic team that has bullied everybody for the last 20, 30 years in NASCAR Cup Series racing, right? How does Ross Chastain come to the board here now? All of a sudden, he's the bully. When it's, when they lined up on that restart, it was one Ross Chastain, 300 cars. Come on, man. Is all the complaining good for NASCAR? I'm not sure, but it does keep the headlines rolling. I want to know you guys' thoughts.
Exactly. Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? And when I say we, I'm talking about all sport, motor car sports media. It's Ross Chastain.
Mm-hmm.
It's keeping it's paying our bills. It's feeding us storylines.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think you're absolutely correct in comparing him to Kyle Busch because it's controversy. And you're right, it is turning some people off because I myself am getting kind of tired of it. But it's keeping people talking, it's keeping people active, and maybe, just maybe, it's drawing more eyes to the sport.
And it's helping us media outlets like podcasts and news outlets and whatever topics to talk about. And we've been saying for weeks before this Ross Chastain shebang deal for the last 2 or 3 weeks, we need drivers to shine, be a star, show some personality. We're tired of this bland BS. We're tired of this bland BS we keep getting. Chastain comes out and everyone's like, oh, we're complaining. I'll throw it back to a couple of tweets I forgot to read out last week. Here we go. So about the Ross Chastain Noah Gragson deal, okay? One tweet I caught from Joey Stone at Joey Stone _8 that says, oh my God, now some of y'all are mad that Noah confronted Ross. The incident wasn't anything crazy, but dang y'all, make up your mind. About time someone went up there and showed frustration for not only himself but the field. Good on Noah, keep it coming. Another tweet that says, good on anyone getting up and showing Ross they didn't like how they were raced. Yeah, just because you ended up 5 laps down or whatever doesn't mean anything. You're all racing on the track. You got to let the person know he did you wrong. I mean, we're all sitting here saying we're tired of this bland personality deal. Ross Chastain does what he has been doing. Noah Gragson confronts the dude, and everyone's sitting here like, oh, we don't like how this is going. Y'all complain about the damn bland personality. Now we got personality and crap going on, and now you're saying, oh, we don't want it anymore.
I'm just pissed that they didn't let Noah get a return punch in.
Yeah. That guy, you want him as your bodyguard too, though. My goodness gracious, he caught the punch in midair. I mean, that's how accurate he was. Look, you know, as we've said here, it creates storylines. You guys do realize that Ross Chastain only has 2 career Cup wins. That's how early in this we are. That's how small this seed is. And Ross is being talked about not just in Cup racing, but he's being talked about in IndyCar. He's being talked about in Formula One. I mean, the personality. It's more than just Ross Chastain. It's more than the name. It's the watermelon farmer. It's the blue collar. He's got a lot of natural talent, but he's wild-haired. Isn't that all the storybook features that you need to have a villain or a hero in the sport, right? He's somebody we can talk about. And think, you go back to Kyle Busch last year winning 1 race. We were so used to Kyle Busch carrying the show that last year we didn't have much to go to in controversy because he was irrelevant. And now, you know, he's been kind of irrelevant this year as well, though he's got 2 wins, but he's just not. It's just the Busch name doesn't go like it did. Now Ross Chastain's here to save the day. Now, unfortunately, as we've said, it's going to get blasted by the media, and the call-in shows are just devastating. But you know what? When you sit down and you listen to a Denny Hamlin podcast or the DBC podcast or whichever one that you prefer to listen to, hopefully it's Race Chat Live, you'll find that there's so much more to talk about other than Ross Chastain. And it's okay. Like, that's great. We want more than one storyline. And each week, NASCAR's been able to continue raising the stakes on what the storyline is. Like, you know, Darlington was the throwback. Now we're going to the All-Star race. Then it's the Coca-Cola 600. It's almost like for the last 5 weeks, man, we've been on a roller coaster, right? An amazing ride that's been seeing us pushing the ratings out of the roof. Well, I mean, you know, maybe far-fetched, but only one weekend have we been beaten by any other sport played, right? And that's significant. We even had a higher viewing than the Formula One. You know what I mean? Like all the hoopla over Formula One, and we still have better ratings than that. Ross Chastain, thank you. Chase Elliott, thank you. Kyle Busch, thank you. We need these storylines. Ryan Blaney, you're doing a great job at keeping your name in this too, because everybody's wondering if you're ever going to win again. Martin Truex Jr., great job. You know, the storylines keep on moving. Who's the best race car driver this year up to this point? He's got 3 wins. I've been telling you since Daytona. Willie B. That's who to watch. Storyline after storyline after storyline. Unfortunately, the sport gets more caught up in the negative than they ever do the positive, and that's why Ross complaint is in full effect. Because they're being given a voice to something, and they're going to voice their negative opinions toward a certain driver. Right now, that's Ross Chastain.